Hello gang, hello friends, hello gang friends, welcome back. Look how tan my hands are, look at my tanned hands. Welcome back. Have I got a treat for you? Wait till you see. Right, hello, welcome back. Thank you for being here. Look at the heart bubble wrap. How cute is that? We have some Varnail products to look at today, and you just cannot. I just cannot. Right, okay, I'm so excited. So each of their things with the cat eyes comes with one of these little how to do different kinds of cat eye styles. How cool is that? So this is Varnail. I've shown you some products from them before, and you can get 25% off at Varnail. 25% using the link in the description. Do use the link and the code MISSJO. So we're going to have a look at them first. This is called the 48W, as in what? Bulb Cateye collection. Look at the colours. I'm going to be trying to contain my excitement during this because I might get a little bit hyper, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Look at that. Look at the glow. So we'll do a quick swatch of them, and then we're going to do some stuff with them, and we're just going to marvel at them for the next half an hour. We'll do something with them. We won't just stare at them. I could just stare at them for half an hour. Look at the glow on these. I was trying to push it all to one side so that I could then run the magnet down the other side and it sort of spreads it out over the whole thing. But normally I would turn it upside down to do that, but I was trying to keep it all straight facing. But whatever way you decide to magneticize, bring out the zhuzh, activate. One of you said in the comments when we were talking about what to call this, activate the cat eye, awaken the cat eye. Whichever way you do it, upside down, back to front, standing on your head whilst doing a cartwheel, the glow is bananas. Every time I painted one of these colours, I was like, oh, this one's the best one. Then I did the next one. I was like, oh no, this one's the best one. And then I look at the one before and be like, oh no, that one's the best one. They're just all the best ones. And I did some experimenting. You can mix them because they've all got the same formula. So they've got the same cat eye-ness, but different colours. You can mix them and create other colours. So I tried mixing, because we do some ombres with these. Holy bananas. Oh, look at that. Imagine in the summer with the sea. Or imagine that behind an aquarium nail in the watery bit. This one for galaxies, maybe. What was I saying? Oh, yes. So we mixed. I do some ombres with these. But that's when I realised, let's do a little test. You can mix them. So because we've got a pink, a yellow, like a goldy yellow, and a blue, you can make any colours. Oh my word. Would you stop? That's why they're called bulb, because it's like turning on a light bulb. So you can I mixed the pink and the yellow and got a gorgeous orange. You can make all the colours of the rainbow just by mixing them. So that is the 48W Bulb Cateye collection from Varnail, and you can get 25% off using, look at them, oh, I just can't, using the link in the description and the code MISSJO. Do it. But also, I'll put a link to some other videos of theirs I've done, because remember those gels from before from Varnail that were I still regard as the prettiest gels in the world. I'll put that video in the description. So I've done a sort of pinky nude underneath, like a French type pink, and then I've put a shimmery polish over it, and now I'm matte topping with a chrome resistant matte top coat. And I'm going to, you can do whichever background you like, whichever takes your fancy. I'm using some gel paint, which once cured takes chrome, and I'm just mapping out a heart, because just with some dots. It was easier to map it out with dots, because drawing a symmetrical heart that isn't filled in, not as easy as one might think. It's okay when you're filling a heart in, because you can adjust the sides as you go and make it a bit bigger or this, that and the other. But when you're just doing the line of it, it has to be as, I was going to say it has to be perfect, but it's not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to get it as good as you can. So doing the dot for the point of the little V in the middle, and then doing a curve to one side, and then going upside down and using those dots that you've made as a guide to where to put dots on the other side. Yeah, and then following that. So did that make sense? I think it did, because we can use a line across from one dot to know where to. Yeah, okay, just get an open heart, let's call it an open heart on there, and then we're going to cure it after faffing around quite significantly. I didn't want the line to be too thin, so it doesn't matter if it's you know, you don't want it pencil thin, because we're going to chrome over it. And then this is a lot of faffing. Okay, and then, okay, we haven't cured yet. We're going to do some wiggles, some swirls, cinnamon swirls. Not cinnamon swirls. Just across, I think we're going to do 3. This is inspired by Hon something. Hon Chan, I think it was. I'll find it. I'll put it on screen. It's nothing like the inspiration picture, but there was inspiration taken from it. So we'll do a swirl, and then we'll do another little one here, trying to keep the swirls parallel at all times. Not necessarily succeeding at that, but that's the goal. It's always good to have a goal in mind. Even if you don't achieve it, you'll get closer to it if you have it in your mind in the first place. Okay, they're not even, but that's fine. We've cured that, and now we're going to chrome it with some gold. Oh, I can't wait for you to see. I think it's the last one. I think it's the last nail is just so good. The products, I'm not like bigging myself up. So we've chromed that. I'm now going in with these bulb cat eye polishes. So we're going to fill in between, and you can use this step to change the thickness of your gold lines if you want. You know, if one's a bit too thick in one place, just go over it a tiny bit with the polish. Nobody has to know. So we'll fill that in. This pink, I mean, not a big pink person. I love pink, actually. I am a pink person. I just don't wear pink. But this is, this is just life-changing pink. So we'll bring out the zhuzh and cure that in place now. And then we're going to put some other colours in between all the gaps. And we're going to zhuzh them and then cure them before moving on to the next one, so that our zhuzh doesn't affect the zhuzh of the one we zhuzhed earlier. I was taking a small leap of faith whilst doing this, because if I messed up putting these colours on, I couldn't wipe them off because I hadn't topped my chrome yet. So if you are a bit, if you have some trepidation about doing this and not being able to wipe it off, look, that gold one, oh no, this, all of them, every single one, I think is better than the last. But then I look at the last and I'm like, no, that's better than that. Oh wait, no, they're all just bananas. So you can top maybe with a base coat over your chrome before adding the colours if you feel a bit safer that way. So we've cured them all and topped them with no wipe. And now we are going to take some, this is a like a thick gel, but it cures tack free. It's a rhinestone glue, but it's not glue, it's gel. It's a thick gel, tack free. This stuff you use to make your aquarium nails, that sort of thing. And we're just going to build up each of our sections, but make note to just go over the colour. Leave the chrome in between the colours unbuilt, flat, because otherwise you're not going to see much definition between each of our little raised bits. So it's quite good. It's like a little guide. Just use the chrome bits as a guide. And because we've topped this nail, the chrome is safe. It's safe. if you're topping just chrome, like a tiny isolated bit of chrome, kind of a different beast. You want to kind of cover the whole nail first and then top on top of that, so it's not just sitting on the chrome, but we've topped the whole nail, so we're good. We'll talk about that another time. And then finishing up with a little hump, and then we'll cure it, and it's no wipe, and there we go. Is that not just the cutest little thing you ever did see? Look at it. The glow. I can't get over the glow of these polishes. It's so glowy. And you know I'm obsessed with cat eyes. So if you like cat eyes, you will lose your marbles over these polishes. Found some marbles the other day. Anyway, they were the ones I lost years ago. Right, that's that one done. Now we're going to do a swirl. I think every time I say swirl in my head, I hear cinnamon swirl, which is just a voice note that my brother said it in once, and it always made me laugh. So we're just going to call them cinnamon swirls from now on, okay? So we're going to do some cinnamon swirls on this, trying to keep them parallel again at all times. I want you to get the ruler out, measure the distance from the top of the line, the middle of the line, and the bottom of the line to the next one, or just eyeball it. And I'm thickening them up a little bit, and then I'm going to border the nail as well with this white gel paint. This video, just going to let you in on a little secret. It's not a secret. I've been audibly complaining about it. To anyone who will hear, I edited this video, and then last night I thought, right, I've got a little bit more, like 2 minutes more editing, then we'll do the voiceover, and the bloody thing wouldn't load. It was like as if the file was corrupted, but it wasn't. So I basically had to start again and do 2 days worth of editing. I was editing till 4 o'clock this morning, and now I'm going to miss the chase because I'm doing yesterday's work today. So we're going to chrome that as well. When you're doing your lines or your outlines of this, I'd like to do them what I call brush thickness. So you don't have to try and be light with the pressure of your brush. You don't have to consciously put more pressure down. Just normal pressure. Just normal, hold it and put it on the nail and pull. I'll do a video on line work soon, I think. I've got so many videos planned. Just need to actually do them. And now we are going to add colours in between. Look how opaque they are as well. Did you notice when swatching how opaque these are? Like, you could easily get away with doing 1 coat, but if you're doing a gel polish, then 2 coats is always, always good. But just 1 coat of this. I don't need to do 2 coats on this, because look. And the glow is different from the way the camera's looking at it than the angle I'm sitting at my desk looking at it, which is why sometimes it looks like, oh, you've got the perfect glow, and then I move it, but it's because it's different from where I'm sitting. So we'll fill these all in. Again, we're going to bring out the zhuzh and cure, but just a flash cure. I was just curing for 10 seconds. Oh, I cannot wait to get my hands on some galaxy designs with that purple. Yeah, summer galaxies. I've got quite a few Varnail cat eyes and the prettiest gels in the world. I think they should change the name of that collection to the prettiest gels in the world. But I'll link all my Varnail videos in the description, because their cat eyes are just bonkers. And the prices are really good as well. And you get 25% off as well. And they come in a nice little box. And the bottles are, well, you saw them, the square. Well, they're not square, but they're, they fit so nicely in a drawer. I think all gel polish brands should decide to have the same shape bottle, and they should all be squarey ones, because you can get so many more in your drawer. My desk is overflowing. Literally, there are bottles poking out of drawers that won't close, and there's bottles on my desk. Do I have a problem? I mean, it's a problem I'm fine with. I'm okay with it. Having too much polish. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, it's so satisfying. But their bottles they just, you know, they fit uniformly in a drawer. You can get lots in because there's not big gaps where they're round. I just like them. I like them. If I had a gel polish brand, that would be the shape of my bottles. Right, we have topping. You don't have to do the next steps. You don't have to build up. You can just top and people will still go blind looking at your nails. That's the goal, to blind people. You can just leave it topped. If you're going to leave it topped, I'd maybe do, I just did a thin coat of top coat, but I'd maybe just concentrate on it a bit more, your top coat, so that you get a straight light line, you know, a thick-ish, not so thick that it bubbles or gets air bubbles in the lamp, but just thick enough so that you get a straight light line and it's not affected by, you know, the chrome and then the polish and then the chrome and then the polish, because it can give you a wiggly light line. But I didn't worry about that because we're going to build on top. So again, we're not going over the chrome bits. We're using those as our valleys, and the colours are our mountains. I have on these, or sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but I'll do one sort of raised bit like this, what do we call it, puffy bit, and then flash cure it, but I won't do the next puffy bit right next to it, although we are leaving a gap, so that doesn't matter. Try and leave as much space between things until you need to get there, yeah? So maybe do every other one, so that when you do go close to it, but we don't need to worry about it because we have left a gap, left a valley where our, oh, look how cute it is. It looks like sweets, doesn't it? Looks like you could eat it. Looks like it's made of gummy. And if you pull it, you know, like strawberry laces, it looks like a Haribo. But I love that. And now this nail just changed everything for me. It changed my world. We're going to do a butterfly wing. So I tried to do it different to how I normally do it because I feel like I always mess these up. So I thought, let's do, instead of drawing lots of, we've done our big teardrop, instead of drawing lots of teardrops here and it all getting a bit fussy around the edges, we're just going to add some lines and then just curve between them, which we do which I've done before in other videos, but I was doing this a bit differently because I always ended up having too many sections around the big teardrop, whereas this way I kind of had a bit more control over it, just by doing the lines, and then you get bigger teardrops, bigger wing bits. There must be a name for each, you know, curvy section of a butterfly wing. Everything surely in the world has a name. Wonder what it is. I will Google it later. Don't worry, I'm not going to put you through it. My random thoughts. So we're going to curve out the bottom of these. Just curve it around and then fill in. And I'm using white underneath the chrome. If you used black underneath and put gold chrome on that, you would get a much darker gold. So if you want darker gold, go with black underneath. Or if you want rose gold, go with a hot pink underneath. But again, remember, it has to be something that takes chrome. Or you use a gel and then you top that gel and then you chrome over that. But we're using white just because I wanted a really light, bright gold. So we'll add our little chromey bits. And then sometimes I take a clean applicator sponge thingy, these things, and wipe over it just to take, it helps take off some of the excess. There we go. But eventually that won't be clean. So you don't need a clean one each time, but just make note that it won't stay clean forever. So now we're going to take this purple and the pink and make the best decision I've ever made in my entire life. Trying to think of a better decision I've made. Can't think of one off the top of my head. So we'll leave it at this. And then we're going to put pink at the top. Again, if you're bit worried about this bit, then put a base coat down and cure it before moving on to this step so you can wipe and not wipe off your chrome. And then we're just going to tickle them together. We're going to pull the pink down a bit and then pull the purple up a bit. Then we want to give the brush a quick swipe just get some stuff off, and then do it again. Once you've got to a certain section and you want to change to start from a different part of the colour, give your brush a little wipe. Just a quick swipe, nothing fancy. And look at that. Oh my word. It's not the best ombre, but that doesn't matter because we could have made it better, but don't really need to, because once we add the glow, it just masks. Just masks the blend. So it's fantastic. And look, oh my word. I should have done them all. My other slipper just fell off. The other shoe just dropped. I should have maybe done all of these the same colour, like all pink and purple, but I was so excited by how pretty that was that I wanted to try all the colours. Let's try them all right now, no time to waste. So we're going to do the same with the others. Look at this lime green. Oh, it's so good. But again, when we're, just watch how I'm sort of wiping the brush every so often, just a quick swipe, because this darker green could quite easily overpower the lighter green. So wipe off and just do tiny little strokes. Like I'm not even pressing down onto the nail. I'm putting the brush almost, you know, just inside the gel, not touching the nail, just to give little wispy bits, wispy strokes to blend. And then we'll bring out the zhuzh and cure, and we will keep going with some other colours. I do think I got a bit carried away just wanting to try all the combos. This one, this one, this one. Just, there are no words. I'm sure I'll find some. But yeah, I should have maybe left them all sort of the same colour, but I really did consider at this point doing the other two nails again, but ombreing them. But I looked at them again, and they looked at me, and they said, but we're so pretty. You don't need to change us. So I left them. But this pink into the gold is my favourite. My favourite watch, my favourite everything. It's so nice. So we're going to do something with that combo on the last nail, because it made me think of something. It made me think of a tequila sunrise. So we'll do one of those in a bit. But yeah, the pink into the gold. Oh, imagine a full set of the pink into the gold, or the gold into the pink, shimmering, glowing in summer on the beach or wherever else you spend your summers. Where does one summer? Do you know where that's from? I'm sure you do. Purple into what now? Purple into pink. There we go. Yeah, see, I haven't done too great on the cohesiveness of each of these sections, but I just wanted to try all the different colours mixed together, and I think, I don't know, maybe it does work because it's just crazy. And I quite like to think that somewhere in the world, somewhere exotic, in some tropical rainforest somewhere, there is an unknown species of butterfly that looks exactly like this, chrome and all. So now we're going to use white dots. I've topped it, and I'm putting these, have I topped it? Yes. And I'm going to put these white dots on and cure those. And then I feel like this would look really good if it was black instead of chrome, but we were going for chrome. And then we will cure those, and then we're going to humpify. That's not a word we should get. No, let's not use that. We'll puff up. We'll humpify. We'll humpify. That's it. It's there. It's here now. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for bringing this into your world. We're going to humpify the every word is just falling out of my head. The coloured bits, the pinky bits, and yeah, not the chrome. Again, using the chrome as our little barrier, as our little valley between humps. So we'll go through and do all of that. Hold it upside down a little bit if you want to pull it up a bit. You can also build. So if your humps aren't high enough at first, then cure them and then just build on top. It might look quite nice, and I did consider this, doing a hump, curing it, building on top, but not building so it looks like it's part of the same hump, purposefully building it more in, you know, not all the way round the hump, not to the sides. So you get a hump on a hump on a hump, you know, building it a couple of times instead of one big hump that you can do over a few building goes, but making it obvious that there's, you know, bit on bit on bit. But that's that. So we've humpified it. And look, could I have colour coordinated it a bit better? Probably. I was just so excited. I just wanted to get them all on there. And it's just bananas. Blew me away. Those ombre together. So gorgeous. So bright as well. They're so bright. And even if you don't want to zhuzh, even if you don't want to catify them, I mean, maybe get your brain checked if that's the case, but if you don't want to catify them, they're gorgeous anyway. So you could have the catify as like an accent nail or certain bits without bringing out the zhuzh and certain bits with, you know, they're gorgeous colours even without the zhuzh, but, you know, zhuzh. Right, we've done a triangle and then we're going to do 2 lines. This took like 3 attempts and then I realised where I was going wrong. Try and keep your lines parallel. So the lines you're doing down in the middle of the triangle, try and keep them parallel to the lines of the triangle. Yeah? I mean, that would seem like the obvious thing to do straight away, but apparently it wasn't to me. And then we cured that and we're going to chrome just in case I messed up the next bit, which I did. Took a few attempts. Still not perfect, but it's fine. Before that, we're going to do a little line here and then just tuck it in to the sides. This is also inspired by the same person. I think it's Hon-chan. I'll put it on screen. Looks completely different, but inspired by. And she did that little extra line at the top. So I thought that's what I'm doing. And then we've gone up in a hump, down, but then up a little bit again, and then tucked it in. So we're going to do that again, a curve, and then bring it down, and then up a little bit, and then tuck it in. And then here we'll do another curve, making sure that our curves on that side don't end up forming a sort of straight line, that we have got little humps. And then a little wiggle to bring it down to the next one. It's not perfect, but it looks like what it's meant to look like, and that's fine by me. So we're chroming, we're using a cleaner side of a sponge to take off the excess. And how cute is that by itself? I really like that, just little sort of simple but cute. But let's not be ridiculous. We've got these polishes here. Let's add some and make it an ombre. What is it? An ice cream. An ombre 99. Do you call it 99s in other countries? Just a 99 with a flake? Why was it called a 99? Were they 99p? Bet they're not anymore. Right, we're going to do this, all the purple and the pink, because that was one of my favourite ombre combos. Ombres will always look nicer if they're colours that would naturally blend together anyway. So pinks and yellows, purples and pinks, blues and greens, greens and yellows, that sort of thing. Colours that are next to each other. So we'll fill all those in. Again, we're going to bring out the zhuzh and then flash cure each one before moving on to the next one. Doesn't this look like a cosmic ice cream? I was this close. My fingers are practically touching. I was this close to cosmifying, making this whole set cosmic. But I managed to resist. It was not easy. And we're going to use the gold to fill in that little bit there, which I suppose is like the rim of the cone, isn't it? The yellowy gold. And then we're going to do each of these little diamonds and individually zhuzh them and then flash cure them. A labour of love, but it's worth it. So we'll fill those all in with a little brush and bring out the zhuzh. And then I did plan on, that gold glow. Is that the glowiest of them? I think they're all the glowiest. I was thinking of building up each of those little triangle bits, but then realised I would just it would just need to be a dot and it wouldn't look quite right. So I've top coated, and we're just going to go over these bits. And this is one of my favourite things I've ever done, I think. Flash cure each of our little humps, just so it doesn't level out. And then go on to the next one again. Leave the chrome in between as flat. My voice is going now. I've been talking for too long. And that is our little ice cream. Look at it. Show the side. Joseph, show the side. Look. It's so cute. And the cone. I love the cone. Because you can see better in real life the difference between the cat eye bits of the cone and the chrome of the cone. It's a bit more apparent. Well, you can see it pretty well. So that's our little ice cream. One of my favourite things I've ever done. And now we're going to do a tequila sunrise. We're going to start with a straight line. And then we're going to do a little smile. And we're having the start and end of our smile being the same width as the straight line. See what I mean? And then we're going to come in a little bit on each side, not too far in. And then we're just going to curve between them. So we're going to come in and out. Like you're making a V, but it's a curved V. It's a curve. Don't try and overcomplicate explanations of things. Just turn our little straight line into a curve. Just like that. And we're going to do a little line across here, the top of our drink. We haven't started drinking the beverage yet. Or you could just do a tequila sunrise that you've finished, and then you'll be done after doing the outline. And then we'll do a little straight line and then an across line, horizontal line for our stem. And then we're going to add a straw, which I know it would be going into the drink and blah, blah, blah. But this is just simple. We're keeping it simple. The emphasis is on what we're about to do next. So we're going to do a little curve and then make it a point for a little umbrella. Cute. And then we'll give the umbrella a little pokey up bit. And then a couple of lines in there. And then we will cure. Look how cute that is. What are those umbrellas called? Oh, cocktail umbrellas. And we will chrome. And then I think I did use the anti-chrome top coat matte in the background, but it's still stuck in some places, which might be where I've made a mistake, wiped a bit off, but there's still some remnants of gel on top, so it sticks to that. But I'm just going to clean that up with a little brush carefully, very carefully. And now let's add our cocktail. So we're going to do the gold to the pink, and it's going to be one of the best things you'll look at today. Again, talking about the amazingness of the products, not bigging myself up. Look what I've done. It's the best thing you've ever seen. Can you imagine? Right, so again, we're going to wiggle it down, just wiping the brush on the palette so that it's not got product on it. And then just tiny little strokes downwards. And then maybe give the brush a little wipe again, or keep going down. Give the brush a wipe and then start again. I wanted to bring the yellow a bit more down a bit more. So wiping the brush, adding a bit more because I thought the pink was getting too high up. And I wanted to create an orange in the middle. The orange this makes is so nice. And this was when this was in the lamp, I was testing mixing some colours together, and they do mix perfectly and create a whole other colour. So you've got every colour in the rainbow over 6 bottles. It's fantastic. And then pulling the pink up a bit until we're happy with our little blend. And then we will bring out the zhuzh. Oh, look at this. Don't you want to drink it? I want to drink it so bad. I want a drink that looks like this. Remember the J2Os that were sparkly? Do they still do those anymore? Not sure. So we'll bring out the... Oh, stop it. Oh, it's so cute. So pretty. It's magical. It's mystical. It's just wonderful. I just love cat eyes, and these are just bonkers. So we're going to do 2 colours on the umbrella. I did the gold in the middle and then the green, because the glow of this one, the glow of them all. I told you I was going to harp on about it because I'm obsessed with cat eyes. They're just so amazing. And then we'll top it. Again, you can leave it like this if you like. Focus on a straighter light line, but I'm not worried about the wiggle because we're going to cover it up anyway when we humpify, when we puff this up. Did consider doing this bit of the drink in maybe sections of humps, but I thought that would detract from, you know, that would mask somewhat the amazingness of those two colours blending into each other. So we did it in one go. And then we'll do these bits, just tiny little bits, just moving my brush back and forwards to make it, to stretch it over this, stretch it all the way over this 1mm cocktail umbrella. But just going back and forwards to keep the hump tall, and then curing. So I did one either side, and then we'll do the middle one. So we've got 3 different sections. You know those cakes, not cakes, those biscuits, those videos that you see of biscuits being iced, and they do them in different sections. No, forget that. I can't finish that. And there's our little beverage, our little tequila sunrise. Is that gold to pink, not just the most gorgeous thing you've ever seen? Oh, I love it so much. Okay, so another quick look at the colours. This is the 48 watt bulb cat eye collection from Varnail, and you can get 25% off of an already fantastic price using the link in the description and the code MISSJO. And here is the look at it. It's so pretty. The glow, the colours, the shimmer, okay, it's amazing. I love it. I love it so much. What else can we do with these colours? I think I just want everything I ever do from now on to be a cat eye ombre. A cat eye ombre on everything. That's it. No point watching any other videos in the future. They're all going to be the same. No, they're not. Please come back. So that is those. Go check them out. I'll put links to the prettiest gels in the world video and other videos from them in the description. I appreciate you being here so much. Like, comment, subscribe. I love to hear from you. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.